This week's show brought to you by Frank Shoup, Georgetown's big name in cars. Georgetown Advantage Air, now locally owned and operated by Gene Thompson. Welcome everybody to the Scott County Boys Basketball Coaches Show, courtesy of the News Graphic with Coach Hicks, and our special guest is Cam Fluker this week, and I'm Kal Oakes. We're here to break down the week that was, and it's been a pretty exciting week that was, leading up to this week's Toyota Classic. You played 3 games in 4 days, made another out-of-state trip, Coach, and let's start off the beginning, because you had Sayre at home, and that was a tougher test than it's been in the past, I think.
Well, and I said last week that Sayre's it's the best Sayre team we've faced since I've been here, and got some really good seniors on that team that have been starting for several years, and Rob Goodman, the coach, has got them really playing hard now, and his son plays on that team, and I think we just wore them down, Cal. I think we had more players, more height, more size. So we wore them down. Was able to put them away finally, but they didn't go down easy. Mm-hmm. Sayre really played hard, and we needed that. So it's a chance for us to really battle a tough team and grow with it. And then we went to Nashville to play in the Music City shootout, and gosh, Cal, we played Montgomery Bell, and strange game. In 2017, you wouldn't think that would happen, but
yeah.
And we should have won the game. We still should have won the game. But gosh, oh my!
It looked like they just didn't like to call fouls. Period.
It was so frustrating. Well, they caught a bunch on us every time we get a hit, 10 or 12, and then like a guy standing at half court caught him walking on Michael, who's putting an uncontested layup in. Stuff. The shots like that, it was so frustrating from a player standpoint and from a coach's standpoint. 2 of the 3 referees were tremendous. You're talking about home cooking. That's about it. Tough. And we still, though, we had a 12-point lead. If we still take care of the ball, we still win the game. And it was a tough uphill battle. A good basketball team.
Yeah.
But again, 2 of those referees I haven't seen anything like that in a long, long time. It's hard to imagine that could still take place in 2017.
I mean, you've played home teams in tournaments before.
Right.
You played Myrtle Beach at the beach ball. That was not anything.
I think they use local referees, and so it's a great. The Music City was the people were really nice. Everything was really good. If we go back, I don't want to play no local schools.
Yeah.
Because you play a local school, it's tough to win. Now, Sunday's game, gosh, Cal, we're playing St. John's out of D.C., finished ranked number 6 in the country last year.
Wow.
D.C. city champions. And like I told the guys for the game, we've got a small window to win this game. We've got to really take the drive away. We've got to rebound with them. And we've got to be able to score against some really strong physical athletes. We're talking some 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", and big, strong, tough guards. Cal, we played so good. Hey, we got down 6 or 8, maybe 10. We came back and took a 6 to 8 point lead on them. And then we missed some at the end of regulation. Cal, we got Michael the ball down low. Of course, he had 3 guys on him, and they had about a 5-foot jumper to win the game. All right, the game goes to overtime, and we're up in overtime. And again, we just made some crucial turnovers against good pressure. They had good, strong guards that really got after us. And what I hate about it is, if we'd taken care of the ball a little better down toward the end, that would have been one of the best victories that we've had since I've been here. They would have ranked in the top, definitely the top 10.
Wow.
Because beating them, because they're a really good basketball team. And, as it comes out, we lost.
Yeah.
But that was our guys battled on one particular play. It epitomizes everything we stand for. Bryce Long on the outside, he was battling 2 guys that were much bigger and much stronger than him. Got the offensive rebound, went up to put it back in, missed it, and then got it and put it back in. Gosh, that was a tough play. And like I say, we're so close to sitting here talking about, what a great victory it would have been. But I was really proud of the guys, how hard they played.
Cam, what do you feel like your team learned from those 2 games? Because you had to deal with a lot of adversity, as Coach said, and had 2 games that were very different. But both close games, both against really good competition. What does that say about your team, and what did you learn going forward?
I felt like we learned just to stay strong with the ball and play defense at all times.
Yeah.
You can't let up. You got to just stay on the offense side, be tough with it, make the safe pass, and stay under control. As he says, go fast, but don't hurry.
He talks about making the safe pass, but it seemed like the Saturday game especially was the game where turnovers really cost you. Was that right?
Yes.
What was it? Just was it like he says, not making the easy play, but turnovers?
It was just not being tough with the ball, Cal. I think we just, top, and they were really physical with us, and they got away with a lot of fouling there with it, but sooner or later you got to adjust. But we just made some turnovers, and what killed us, Saturday and Sunday, as was said, our half-court defense, we're hard to score on. We're really hard to score on. Even the St. John's. Now, the way Montgomery Bell got the points and St. John's points off of turnovers on runouts, transition on turnover. Maybe we got to get better. We make a turnover, hustling back and stopping the run out and making them work for it, because we're really getting hard to score on our half court.
Cam, as a player, when these games are in progress, are you conscious of how good some of these teams are? I mean, is it noticeable how good they are when you're on the court playing against them, or is it just when you're out there, it's just another team?
You realize they're real good, but then when you're out there, you just play, because there's nothing you can do. You just keep playing hard as you can.
But these really are. I mean, if you look at this tournament and the one in Myrtle Beach, you guys played some of the top teams.
Well, in the guards, like in Westchester and with St. John's and with especially Evanston, and St. John's the same way. Just big, strong guards. Gosh, I mean, they're just, and the thing about it is, Cal, they're seniors.
Yeah.
They're big senior veteran guards that are all going to be, they got a lot of Division I players going to play off those teams, and our guys are still in the maturing stage and everything, but we played a lot of ball. We got a lot of experience under our belts, but we're still mostly sophomores.
As a guard that's not a big guard and still a sophomore, how do you compete against that? How do you change? Do you have to change your strategy at all?
Yeah, you gotta try to beat him to the next move. When he does like a crossover, you want to beat him to the spot. Sometimes you're not gonna make it. He's gonna bully through you. He's got that oversized and heavy weight on you, so you just try to use your abilities to beat him.
Yeah. Let's talk about this guy sitting next to you, Coach. I mean, how has his game progressed this year? It seems like his confidence shooting the ball has gained momentum as the season's gone along. He won the three-point contest down in Myrtle Beach.
It's a beach ball, won the three-point contest, and that's off the set. Of course, the only trouble with that is if they're guarding, you can't see sunshine. So now what Cam is working on his game that's going to make Cam a so much better ball player, and is learning how to create and score off a dribble. Cam has been doing that set shot, because Cam started playing basketball at a really young age. And the problem with a lot of young basketball players, they learn to shoot that three down in here, and they get good at it. They get good at it. Right. And obviously, he's good at it.
But as they gain strength and get older,
as you go up the ladder of basketball, once you get to the varsity level and even going to college, you've got to be able to create and score off a dribble. And he's come as far since last year. Like the end of last year, I told Cam and his dad, Fred, one of the assistant coaches, I said, Cam has got to develop a jump shot off a dribble. And now, once you do that, now all the moves you have, because Cam's a really good ball handler and stuff, so he's got the moves. Now he's just got to get that shot off dribble. And I tell you what, it's a testament how hard he works. He's come as far in a shorter time in developing a jump shot than any player I've ever seen, because that's hard to do. Some guys never get one, Cal, and he's come a long way. He's getting the jump shot off dribble now.
That mid-range jumper, or that pull-up jumper, it's really a lost art in basketball.
Yeah,
you don't see it as much because of the three-pointer. But how much work did you put in? Is that something that you can quantify over the summer? I mean, did you do 100 shots a day, or how do you?
Day in and day out, just going to the gym as early as I can. Sometimes at 6 in the morning, just keep working on the pull-up, because when the season comes around, you can't really just adjust to it. You just got to play.
Right. And a lot of what you do is adjusting on the fly, because the way you guys play it's all out all the time. It's fast break, it's transition. How has that come along during the season for you?
We all condition our bodies with the coach clean gives us a little workout program. We all condition our bodies to rip and run as the style we play. So that's what we do.
And the thing, again, like I say, it's so hard to get a jump shot off a dribble if you don't have one. And he's come a long way with that thing. And I know his testament, Cal. A few years ago, Kevin Sampson was our GM, was the head coach of Indiana. And he said, Coach Hicks, I just came from the LeBron games up in Ohio. He watched all the high school players play. He said, I can put on one hand the players I saw up there that could score, had a mid game, they could score off a dribble. Everybody works on the set three or they get to the rim. Nobody develops the mid game. That's what makes Hollingsworth so tough at Dunbar. He has a really, really good mid game. Mm-hmm. And Cam's developing that. You know, like I say, he's come as far in this amount of time than any player I've ever seen.
After the weekend that you guys had, I noticed one of the prominent rankings in the state had you guys ranked #1 in Kentucky. It's something you're used to in the past, but as a coach, you don't put much stock in that, I'm sure, at this point.
No, but it is an honor for our program and stuff. And like I say, there will be a #1 crowned in March. You know, so it'd be good if we got #1 now. So all right, #1, let's keep season's over. Season's over. but you got it. But it is an honor. We work so hard, Cal. We probably put in 2 hours for every hour that anybody else puts in, and that's the ones that are in here year round. You know, they really work at it. Now, some of the guys play a lot of their sports. They don't get to put much time in, but the guys like Cam and Michael Marino, these guys, they put so many hours in that it is an honor. It is an honor that we relish it and we embrace it. We don't run from it, and we certainly don't let it get the big head and think anything like that. So, but we do embrace it. We're happy for our program with it, but you know, I don't think tomorrow night we tip off against Rockcastle County that it ain't gonna matter.
I was gonna say, if anything, as a player, it kind of puts a bullseye on you. They're coming to get Scott County now. I mean, they always are anyway. How do you just try to just take it as an honor and run with it and not think too much about it?
Yeah, Coach told us the thing about being #1 is everybody's gonna give you their best game, and since we're Scott County, everybody gives our best game every game.
Cam, what are your thoughts on the Toyota Classic? It's obviously one of the most exciting weeks of the year here.
It's the best thing. I think it's the best thing in Georgetown, Kentucky. I like it.
What about it? What about it special?
You got all different teams coming from all over. You got Hargraves coming in, those couple prep schools, and just a lot of competition, and brings in a lot of people.
This is something that started out when you were first here, pretty much.
Oh yeah, well when I came here, they didn't have a tournament, and I had started the Cumberland Falls tournament that Corbin when I was down there, and it was a big success, and it still is today. And so I thought, well, we need something like that here. So our superintendent Dallas Blankenship, myself, a lady named Helen Donaldson, and Billy Parker, we met with Toyota, and we left the meeting. I thought, well, maybe we could call it the Camry or something, or do something with it. But hey, Toyota jumped right on it, and they said, no, we want to call it the Toyota Classic. And they came up with designs and all that, and bam, it just went from there. But when Sonny Dennison, in all truth known, we got it going. But Sonny Dennison, when Sonny Dennison and Bev Carroll took it over and started running it, and Sonny brought it to the level it is today. One of the top tournaments in Kentucky, and it will be for some time. But I'd like to sit here and say, well, we all got it going. We got it going, but Sonny in particular, and also Bev Carroll, they really took it to the next level. And it's a lot of work goes into it. But gosh, we're honored. And we got teams from Texas. We got teams from Hargraves with AW coming in and everything. And so it is a big honor to play in it, and we're glad to have it here.
Looks like all the teams you invited in Kentucky are strong teams right now. They're teams that have a lot of seniors. They've improved over the past 2 or 3 years, and I'm sure they're coming to get you.
So it really is good. It's good. Hey, when you get old as I am, Cal, too, you love home games.
That's right.
That road, we've been on the road a lot this year.
You've been on the road way too much. We got 3 home games this week out of 4 nights. Hope you can come out to Scott County High School. I think this show will be up Friday, but there'll be games Friday evening, all day Saturday, all levels, boys, girls, youth. Hope you can make it out.
Now, Cal, one thing you're going to find too now this week, Cam missed one big part. Said, what's good about Toyota Classic? 2 words. Hospitality room.
That's what I'm told. That's what I'm told. Being a rookie, I'm told that thing around my neck's gonna serve me well.
We have the best hospitality room in the state of Kentucky, and all the cooks around here, They haven't asked me to make chili this year, so I don't know. Maybe
Come on, man.
I used to make chili for them, so I guess the heartburn will be. They will sell as many.
That's a shame. I
roll-ons this
was
year.
kind of looking forward to the chili, man.
Yeah. But the hospitality room is really good food, and I actually gained about 5 pounds this week.
Well, we can't wait for this weekend, and we will be looking forward to talking about it next week. Until next time, thank you, Cam. Thank you, Coach. I'm Cal, and we'll see you on the sideline.